NFL 23. And we'll see DJ Moore. There are a few better in the red zone as he comes in fourth in touchdown receptions. It's the Bengals and the Browns under the lights on Sunday night. EA Sports.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback. Throwing to start the drive. Foot. He gets it complete to Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off play action. Foot. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. On 4th down, on his Corey will work as to punt. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So here comes the Browns offense with a long field ahead. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They got 29 yards that time. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. But hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll look to throw now on first down. Right side, Thornton with it. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Browns sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. First and goal at the 1. Hubbard is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They finish the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
5 plays there on that drive. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, They'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Looking to throw. Foot. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Pass complete. He's got Woods streaking across the field. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. They'll look to run with Hubbard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Chuba Hubbard, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in his first quarter, and he's got both of them.
He's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
And Johnson's extra point up and good, and it's now 14-0. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. They'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Off the play fake. Foot. They'll roll him out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Back to throw. Foot. And
wide open, too.
Offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And this will be taken at the 13. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. They'll drop to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Now it's he caught it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaking up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a Robert Woods touchdown reception. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
The Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Foot. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Aaron Browning able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. An ideal beginning in the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and let a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eye.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll set up a throw. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
23 yards on the play. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Foot. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range at the 28.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they in nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Foot. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our Eat. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he goes out right around the 39. Second down at 4. They'll look to throw. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Holding. Offense.
And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Hubbard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And Woods has it complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Throwing on 1st down. Foot over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
To throw on 2nd down. Foot right back to Njoku. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Looking to throw. Foot being chased out left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught by Woods. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Foot. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Harris running straight ahead. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who's shaken up. So following the failed try on 4th down, we'll change ends and change possession. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
But with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. Back to throw. Foot. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Again, he finds more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They run for it with Harris. He yard. He didn't get anything. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this
Bro.
one? Might get radio silence back.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Getting the fuck out of that middle, though.
Here. They'll get that complete to Alberto. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles. That lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference, see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And pass complete to Moore. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't think twice.
Touchdown! DJ Moore from 8 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's got a man, complete, and touchdown. 50 yards. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility. Look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Foot. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Foot. He's got a man. Complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early? Learn from it.
He's got a man. Complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Touchdown, Browns! With his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Johnson for the extra point try. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they only needed 3 touchdown. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Offense.
On first down, Foot. One last shot at the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance, and by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the home team here, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.
That my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Gameboys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we without a ride, nobody waits, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy Yanni again it hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Sharing my journey, I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby, for life, but call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. For that, they don't know the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only cover the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous.
We going crazy, we at the top and we never gon' stop. Hop in the ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off in the jet and I cry. My I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Who's you Benton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up. Juicy, what a drums at.
Some done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to